Now it seems like there's a different global wave they're going through, at least in the developed economies and political systems. Possibly the idea of breaking up the cartels of major parties. Are you as a party reflecting on that and seeing, in a deep sense, what reforms and what sort of long-term view you can bring? Because we're talking about Trump, Brexit, Pauline Hanson.
We certainly are. You've always got to respond to trends, not just in Australia but globally. And I think that what we're seeing is changed circumstances in part due to the success of Labor government reforms. If you look at the changes that have happened, when I was raised by my mother, I say I was raised with three great faiths: the Labor Party, the Roman Catholic Church, and South Sydney Rugby League Football Club. And that was a fairly common thing. I say in my biography that I'm not sure I met anyone who admitted to voting anything other than Labor until I went to university. It was just what you did. I grew up in a public housing estate. It's what you did. Labor was our team. Those sort of allegiances have changed as class divisions have become more fluid, as university has been opened up. I was the first person in my family to finish school, let alone go to university. So the traditional allegiances to the trade union movement, to the labour movement, to Partito Laborista, to on the other side of politics, I guess, to conservatism, it largely was. Certainly in Sydney, there was a bit of a religious divide as well, with the Catholics supporting Labor and the Protestants supporting the Liberals, and that arose out of our historical development in part of convicts were the working class and their descendants. Catholics couldn't get work in the public service in New South Wales for a long period of time, and the sort of ruling class who tended to be of English stock or background. So, and then the migrant classes tended to support the Labor Party, certainly in Sydney and Melbourne as well, the Italians, Greeks, people from what was then Yugoslavia. And that was largely a class thing. Now, I think those traditional allegiances have broken down. People don't automatically, young people certainly coming through, don't automatically support the same party that their parents did. And that has that's meant that people can't be relied upon in the same way. It used to be 40% Labor, 40% Liberal, and then the 20% in the middle. Now it's more like 25% and 25% with 50% in the middle. So that changes the whole political dynamic of how you have to appeal to people. It's also the case that many people, I think, around the world are responding to globalisation and the change that's happened. Here in South Australia, we've seen a decline in the manufacturing sector, whereby for many people, they think, well, how am I benefiting personally from globalisation? Many of the people who lost their jobs at Mitsubishi, for example, still haven't found work. That was it for them. And so governments have been therefore under challenge from both the left and the right. The right in the form of Brexit, a sort of rise of neo-nationalism, a nationalistic response, and some also in from the left, a response of anti-corporatism, anti-big business, and anti-free market response. So I think that is a challenge. Politics is very dynamic. I think our system is far more accountable in terms of politicians. We have, a question time every day where the Prime Minister, ministers get challenged. I think all politicians, certainly all the smart ones, no matter where they start off ideologically, have to examine what is happening in the world and have to respond.